Well, I can only talk about the game so far, and if you see, in the games that we played in England and the three test matches over here, we have not put enough runs on the board. There's only one instance where we have scored over 350 odd runs. So, that's something we need to be careful about because you want to give bowlers, those amount of runs so that, they can look to get the opposition out. Okay, one or two bad innings, it can happen in Test cricket. One odd bowler can bowl really well and he may get the opposition out. But overall, I think, 4+3, 7 Test matches is a bit long, for the batting line to flop.
Yes.
Well, is this actually the worst phase of Indian cricket that we've seen? Because losing is not that losing is itself obviously bad, but you guys are not being able to put up a fight at all because the way we are crumbling and it's become a story. I mean, we've heard you 7 times. I can play you the Lord's press conference to now. It's the same story that we can actually repeat it. That we need more runs and more wickets. Do you think we need a systemic overhaul?
Well, I've seen less cricket than you because I'm younger to you, but certainly, as far as the amount of cricket that I've seen, this is definitely one of the worst phase where we have not done consistently well. If you see in England, again, 4 Test matches out there. Again, I'm repeating myself, 3 Test matches over here. We have not put runs on the board. Uh, Bowling, I think, England, because of injuries, we had a bit of setback when it came to the bowling department. Over here, I think we have not been as consistent. If you see this particular Test match, apart from that 1 hour or 1.5 hour session, where David Warner attacked the bowlers, I don't think they bowled real badly over there, but he just went after the bowlers and it became difficult to contain him. But once he got out, when we had a very open field to him, so that we wanted to him to score in ones and twos, and once he got out, we were able to put pressure on the rest of the batsmen who came in, and we got them out cheaply. So I think overall, I don't think bowling is a real worry. Of course, we have not consistently bowled well also, but what's really consistent is the batting lineup flopping. We have to score at least 300 to 325 odd runs, depending on the venue and the wicket, which we have not been able to do.
Yes,
I
please.
what is the exactly way out? Because as he said, story is going again. But what is the way out? What is the real remedy for this?
Well, I think we need to have a couple of good sessions for ourselves. Somebody will have to step up, rise to the occasion, and get those good sessions, especially when it comes to the batting. Because if you once the number of matches increases, where we have not scored as a batting unit, the pressure keeps on mounting, and the only way to get out of this pressure is to get couple of good partnerships, and in one innings be able to put runs on the board. And we have seen in cricket, it's always that one innings that starts a different mentality altogether. So somebody will have to step up and do the rightful thing.
Mike, do you somewhere down the line blame yourself too?
Well, I need to blame myself. I'm the leader of the site, so of course, I'm the male culprit. So yeah, of course, I blame myself.
What specifically would you feel you've let yourself down? Is it runs? Is it tactics? Or both?
I think not getting runs more because tactics is something that you do on the field depending on the execution of all the players. Because ultimately, if you see, execution is something that's very important. And if you are consistent, and just for example, if you take the bowling department, if the bowlers bowl consistently in one line, then you have the option of defending that side of the field and yet having catching fielders to get the mistimed shots. But if you're not consistent when it comes to the line and length, then with 9 fielders, if you want to have 2 catching fielders and a gully, and with rest of the fielders to defend the field, it becomes very difficult. And that's what the Australian lineup has taught us, how to be consistent in the bowling line and lengths, and ultimately force the batsman to commit a mistake.